All right, guys, Gemini, and today I'm going to pick on the greatest superstars of the 21st century. DVD just a little bit. The 21st century is defined as 1/1/2001 up till, and the 21st century will go until 12/31/2100. So we'll never see, we'll never be alive in 12/31/2100. We'll all be dead. Everybody watching this video will be dead. We'll never make it. But I just have to pick on this a little bit. If the 21st century started on 1101, you have to look at some of the stars that they put on here. For instance, I guess that you can put some of these guys on here, but maybe not. JBL, I would question a little bit being on this DVD. He was a big star, for a 2 or 3 year period. But is he one of the greatest stars of the 21st century? Is he one of the guys you would pick as one of the greatest stars of the 21st century? Yeah, he was a star. But greatest? I don't know. And you got to look at, I'll never question anything Stone Cold Steve Austin did in pro wrestling. He is one of the greatest stars of all times. But if you look at the date defined for the 21st century, 1101, Austin had kind of already risen and backed down by then. His peak run was before the 21st century. In the 20th century, 98, 97, 96, 97, 98 was kind of Austin's peak run. After 1101, yeah, it was a big star, but think about it. In 401, he did the heel turn, in WrestleMania, and then in 2002, he was gone. So Austin was not really one of the greatest stars of the 21st century. He was one of the greatest stars of the 20th century. Triple H, I would agree with putting him on there because, he had his big title run in 2003, 2004, 2005. The Rock, he left in the 21st century. He left shortly in the 21st century in the second year, which would be 2002. He left for almost the whole 21st century and just recently came back in 2011. So you would say Rock was one of the greatest stars of the 20th century, but not so much the 21st century, because when this DVD was printed, he had not made his comeback yet, where he's a megastar now. Brock Lesnar, sure, but yeah, I would say Brock Lesnar. I'd put him in the 21st century. Big Show, no, I don't think so. I think Big Show is very average, very plain. The Rock, yeah, you can put him up for his recent work, but when this is printed, no. Randy Orton, sure. Undertaker, yeah, of course. Cena, yeah, definitely. Shawn Michaels, for sure. Jeff Hardy, I would question a little bit as being one of the greatest stars of the 21st century. I think he had a cool moment when he won the title, on Armageddon, but that was 8, 9 years later, and it was probably after they printed this DVD. I think that this DVD right here, Trish, yeah, greatest female of all time, but I think this DVD is very biased of true stars of wrestling in the 21st century. I think this is who they hand selected who's the best. Some of these guys I'm flat not going to argue with. Trish, Kurt Angle, Edge, yeah, he hit megastardom. Stone Cold, I'd question just a tad bit because of his work in the 20th century. It was better than his work in the 21st century. Chris Jericho, sure. I put him in there. Booker T, World's Champion 2006. I'd put him in there with a slight asterisk on it. He never had a mega career of a lifetime, but he was great. Eddie Guerrero, no arguments. Undertaker, no arguments. Cena, no arguments. Orton, no arguments. I'm kind of curious, though. I feel like this is a very biased project of greatest stars of the 21st century, and I think JBL is an example of the biased nature of this DVD. Yeah, a lot of these guys are legends. Some of them I question a tad bit, but I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts on were a lot of these guys better in the 20th century than they were in the 21st century and had bigger runs in the 20th century than 21st century. You guys let me know. Thanks for listening. I'm Gemini. Have a good one.